is Davon Tatum.
I'm LaTonya Swan, and this is Acknowledge the Hero.
What's up?
What up?
You low as shit. You just laughing. It's not the way we should come on this show.
Why not?
Very professional.
It's
like,
our show.
Yeah, that's true. What they gonna do to me? I'm in your
I
car.
sound super sick.
Yeah, you do.
Yo. I listen to this whole show. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, we back. Had a busy few weeks. How was your week?
It was cool.
Okay, we got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start. 2018 is wild as fuck already.
It is. Where you want to start at?
You know?
You can start what we was talking about literally before the show started.
Okay, alright, let's do it.
Okay.
So, it was ICE.
Huh?
It was ICE. Okay, the people that, get the immigrants out of there, they raided all the 7-Elevens.
Hold up. You said get the immigrants out of there. Like they roaches and shit. Go ahead.
I don't think they're roaches.
I said the way that you said that, like get the immigrants out of there.
I just had to put that out there. Okay, it was Indian people, right, working at 7-Eleven? Pakistani?
I don't know who works at the 7-Eleven. You know, there was immigrants from probably some Arabian type.
Okay. But yeah, basically ICE hit them up and, made people go back to what might be their home country.
Yeah.
Before we turn the show on, Davon gonna say.
Go ahead.
Davon gonna say, I know. Well, they're not supposed to be here.
No, that just wasn't like Tony, our cameraman. He said this sad story about this family, and that he almost cried. And I'm paraphrasing here, but I was like, yeah, I was listening to it in sympathy. I was like, but it wasn't supposed to be here in the first place. Yeah, it is a sad story though. It's a very sad story.
They're not supposed to be here because it's law, or you don't feel like human beings should be able to go to another country and live a better life.
Oh, I believe you should if you wanted to, but you gotta go through the proper
that can take up to 30 years.
That's not my fault. Is it?
Who's saying it gotta be your fault?
Oh, I'm just saying. I mean, I do care. It's like he said, you don't care. I do care in the instant, like somebody just lost their father, and you got 4 kids and a wife, so that's sad. Like that specific thing, just that is sad. But it's like a nigga being. It's like somebody selling drugs all this time, and then once he get caught, you like, but he got a family, a daughter. Like, he was doing something wrong the whole time. Like, people do wrong so long, they just forget that it was like.
But the wrong part is debatable.
How?
Because, I don't. Yeah, I get it. It's a law, or in some ways it's a law, but
in some ways it is the law. But go ahead.
That's not about the law.
Okay.
Anyway. Is it really wrong for somebody to try to somewhere better is right across the sea, and is it wrong to want to live in a better country?
No, it's not wrong to want to do anything something like that. That's not wrong, but there are guidelines put in place to say you could do that. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you go through the right ways. But if somebody illegally came over here just because they started a family, that shows how irresponsible they was. They forgot they was on the run the whole time.
If you can get to a better place, right across the ocean, in 1 month instead of.
I'm with you. I'm just saying, don't be fucking boo-hooing when you get caught. You already knew it was popping. You knew you was breaking the law. Right? Every immigrant knows that, you just can't come. We couldn't just go to another country and just, here we are, just living our lives. We gotta go through proper protocol. They gonna do the same exact thing, especially with our black ass. So what's the difference?
Sad.
Why?
Because it's I don't know, it's like your country owns you or something, or it's.
You do got a social security card.
Yeah, I heard that you don't necessarily have to it's not unlawful to not have a social security card. But you go through all these companies and shit and they like require your social security card, which kind of like makes people have social security. Well, we didn't even know that we didn't have to have it.
So we don't have to have social security cards
No.
because
You don't have to.
and that was our word for the day. Each one teach one.
But I don't know. I just like somebody from another country being here doesn't make me upset, or it doesn't make me
Because it don't impact food. Because people don't realize shit until it hits them personally.
How does it impact people personally?
They taking up space, obviously. No, what's wrong with that? Like, it's a lot of people in America. I don't think it's overcrowded, especially in California. Like, it's not overcrowded.
I only got 17 people in my class.
Nigga, that's...
It was like 36.
But LA is crowded, right? We can all agree that LA is overcrowded. Like, if a few people left out of LA, you will be...
Trafficy.
What creates traffic?
I don't feel crowded.
It's literally apartments on apartments on apartments. Like, it's literally... It's a lot of people, like...
Okay,
I'm just saying. Overcrowdedness, because I know a lot of people are immigrants. Like, it got to be a lot of immigrants in America. A lot of immigrants.
You know,
you
we're
got jobs.
Sacrifice a few feet for somebody.
We don't even have it. We literally just don't have it. Like, and we're not saying you can't. Just go through the proper guidelines.
What if they could just go into the Midwest where it's not as populated? Like, what if we could make a immigration law where
we do have an immigration law.
Then it's like the Trail of Tears.
Once you get your green card, you can go live wherever the fuck you want to live at.
That shit costs $10,000.
$10,000 ain't worth your freedom?
$10,000. I have so many dance friends that's always like they have to pay, and that's just the fee. Paying
Don't you pay for everything else?
Paying for
that's
immigration
pretty.
lawyer is
Honestly,
like
I'm gonna say something really controversial.
$15,000. It costs like $25,000 to do it the right way. If I could pay
$10,000
$500 and get the fuck, you got me fucked up.
So is it $10,000 or $25,000?
It's $10,000 for just the fee. It's $15,000 in lawyer fees. Bruh, if I could pay $500 and walk across the shit, that's.
But you think about what you getting.
Fuck America.
Like, honestly though, you can't say fuck America when these niggas is fucking over.
Because they don't know. They have this.
They know America's better than everything else. Even when they get here, they know it's better than everything else.
I don't think so.
You bullshit. Ain't nobody left yet. That's why we rounding these niggas up. These niggas ain't left yet.
People that's left. What you mean when you say that?
Like, immigrants came in and was like, how many immigrants came in America and was like, no, I can't do this. I'm going back to my country.
It's probably because the mental state of building it up so much, and then you get there and they be like, oh, well, let me be grateful. At least fucking cartels ain't.
That's never how it happens. It's like, oh
cutting
shit,
my neck every night.
This is crazy. We don't have to go to fucking a pond and get water. Like, like this is just insane. Like, oh, we get this for working. Oh my gosh, they think it's sweet. They think America is the most sweetest place on the planet. Like, that's why everybody's even come here, get rich quick, and get the fuck, take their money back to their country. And they taking the money back to their country. That's the real problem that the government has with it. That's the real problem the government has.
I can see that.
Like, them taking their money and taking it back to other countries and funding those countries. That is a problem. You don't think that's crazy?
They sending it to their family.
America got
No, yeah, they send it to their family, which is funding the country that they live in.
Yeah, but
see, it's people like that like. That's why America
got enough money.
Actually, we don't. We don't.
Got enough monopoly.
You know why? We don't have enough money.
They got enough.
We fitting a bill for too many people.
Who we fitting the bill?
Everybody.
We still is enough that we foot.
That's because we got Apple.
America got enough. We got enough space.
We don't. We literally don't have enough space.
You are so Republican. Ew.
Ew.
That's Republican, just because I said it.
It's Republican because that brings me to Trump. I mean, it's
gotta
still
be the
about
same
immigration.
sentence.
This nigga gonna say, basically, like, why do we let these immigrants in the first place? And then, if we are gonna do it, why are we taking immigrants from shithole countries, right? So they gonna say, like...
Now, that's terrible.
They gonna say, he gonna say, like, basically, fuck Haiti, let's take Norway people. But that's, like, the most in-your-face way to say, like, why you keep taking black people? Take white people. White immigrants, that's what we want. Europeans.
That's kind of crazy.
But those were his actual, like, examples.
That's our president. That's our president.
Do you think it was a slight chance that he was just like, he just named those two places randomly? He
said Norway because he
yeah.
just met with the Norway guy like a week ago.
Okay. Do I believe him? No. But
so that was his way of like
so you're telling me there's a chance.
It was like his way of saying, like I just met, trying
He
to
should
be
have put the black
presidential.
up against the black up against the white.
Yeah.
That's where he went wrong.
I mean, he went wrong with
The statement.
statement.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, man. Whether like an immigrant or whatever affects me personally, I still believe that people should be able to go to a place that they think is better.
They are able to.
With either $25,000 in 27 years, or
They know what they get into. They know it's a chance they can get caught. But they're trying to make as much as they can before they do get caught. Now, sometimes people just get lax in their ways when they don't, police don't bust in the first month, the first 2 months, the first year. They're like, oh shit, let's have some kids.
So you mad at him by
I'm not mad at him at all.
Happy
I'm fucking congratulating him for even surviving this long. He made it through the game that long. Like, that's a long time to be dodging.
True.
Drug dealers don't make it that long. Like,
True.
this nigga really stayed off the radar for enough time to have 4 kids.
Is that really such a crime?
Yes. What are you talking about? The crime? Yes. It's absolutely a crime.
Oh, no.
But, you gotta get it how you live.
I don't know. Alright, I'll take it.
Why'd you make the face like she thought about it and was like, what ifs?
I mean, I get it. It's just very Republican.
True. I can take that.
Okay. What else? It's a lot of crazy shit. I'll just throw this out there because it's fresh in my brain. But I was just reading this article about how basically personal space is connected to, it's like neurology, basically. Like, it's a real thing in your brain. Like, your brain has like a part outside of you that they're like aware of, like it's your skin. And they said like that's what allowed us to learn how to use tools, because you gotta know, I don't know if you like using a fork to eat, like you gotta have a spatial awareness of the fork too, to know like, to get the food and get it back to your mouth, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying that like your social status shows you how, like they used to think that social status, a higher social status meant you had a bigger sense of personal space. Like Kennedy had this 30 feet rule. Like it was only like a short list of people that could be like within 30 feet of them, whatever. But they proved that like other people give them that space. It's not that their personal space is bigger in their brain, but like, the king of the jungle, you ain't gonna be like all up in his face because you don't know what's going on, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was like funny because, black people always talk about, I sound like to my girlfriend, what's funny? Anyway, it's funny that black people, like people always talk about people invading their space as a black person, like somebody, just touching their hair. And, I liken that to like, having a lower social status, so people give us a smaller sense of personal space. That like
touch you.
Yeah, where like for old white
matter.
lady, you can't just touch an old white lady, like you can't touch her dry ass gray locks and be like, oh, this is so cute.
No. I was saying that.
That's only happened to me once in my life. And it was at East University in Maryland.
And they said what? What happened?
Where a white person touched my hair without my permission. Damn. Actually, it's probably not, but that one was the most, the most violated I felt, I guess, because I didn't know the lady.
She had 30 years of slave memories of touching her head.
I don't know, that was the first time, I've been on, dance teams and shit with white people, and they'll, play with your hair or whatever, but, it's a little different when you know the person, but, when you don't know somebody and,
They just touch your hair for no reason?
Yeah,
Was it your real hair?
Yeah, it was.
Boss. See, if it was fake hair, you would have really went off. Bitch!
Yeah, I don't know.
Touching the black lady, fighting the old white lady over for
it's
touching
probably
her head
happened
and shit.
before.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely
I'm about to say, and most of the time, our hairdo is expensive.
You could beat up an old white lady?
Huh?
You'll beat up an old white lady for touching your hair?
I beat up anybody that need to be beat up. I don't discriminate.
Yeah, that's true. And old people got weird hands and shit. They be touching you.
80 spots.
Old people's hands look like fucking chicken claws. Like they get so bent and
scared the death out of me.
Like, damn, your fingers, your hands been through so much they don't even go straight no more.
Cold people. I said
cold people.
See, I'm associated with them being
old and cold. That's so funny. Just look like an old ass dead person. They gonna touch a cold person. They go ahead.
I didn't remember what we was talking about. Oh, yeah, personal space.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was the article totally didn't talk about that, but that's what I took from the article. Is that black people not important, so they don't give us the same amount of personal space in America.
They don't do that to any celebrities, do they?
Huh?
They don't give any celebrities personal space, though. Oh, you just mean the regular
people. Not.
Huh?
I was saying, you were saying they give people more power, personal space?
Yeah, if you're more richer, they give you personal space.
Not
celebrities.
Not about being in your business, but literally physical personal space.
He's saying celebrities always getting hounded. If people are getting celebrities personal space all the time.
Yeah, but that's why they have security. If it wasn't invading their personal space, then
True.
They wouldn't need security for that.
True.
But also, in putting that into my theory, I feel like celebrity goes a little bit further, I guess, when you become not a sex object, but an object, and people feel like they could be closer to you. You're not a person per se.
Yeah.
I don't know, things to think about.
That's the name of that segment.
I don't know.
Things to think about.
That should be a book. I keep on wanting to say it. But yeah, I thought that was cool. Okay, I gotta get this one out because it's brought me back to my internet arguing Tanya, right? And I gotta get it out because I don't like that energy,
Okay, I don't know what she's about to say.
This motherfucking hyper-realistic android-ass sex doll, and then...
Everybody been talking about that.
My thing is... Well, no, I'm gonna say mine for last.
So I gotta go. Me and Trigger, I'm like...
Yeah.
Cut the camera.
What y'all think about it?
I told her, why would you be jealous? We was just on here talking about women vibrators and shit. We was giving y'all the best time ever, but when a guy finds something that he wants to do in his spare time for us, ejaculating, you got a problem. You getting jealous of a robot. You get jealous of a robot. And then I told her,
have you seen him?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I got a female friend. She said, "Dang, I'm jealous. I want to be a doll." I'm like, "What?"
You saw the doll though? That's why females jealous for real. It's man.
I'm gonna get to it. Just go ahead.
Y'all got these.
I ain't saying I'm gonna.
Stop talking about us. Talk about yourself. What y'all feel?
But about the sex though, I do feel like.
Nah, just It's cool. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to say. I think weirdo people probably gonna use it, like people who can't get a real.
See, that's
girl.
why I said don't, because you're going into my side.
But I also would think like I think women do have weird toys and fetishes.
Okay, can I go?
Yeah.
Okay, so number one, Tony, don't fucking look at me like that. You fucking weirdo. You gonna say, did you see it though?
That ass.
Anyway, okay. Well, number one, if dildos was connected to a fucking hyper realistic fucking body that talks to you.
You saw the female one though.
Too.
You saw the female one.
And that shit's weird. Number two, any nigga that's in a relationship and use that is a weirdo.
What's the difference from that and the blow up doll?
If you in a relationship, it's all fucking weirdo shit.
So a guy can't even have a blow up doll?
Why do you need a blow up doll if you in a relationship?
Why do you need a vibrator if you're in a relationship?
I mean, for real.
Oh. What you said?
For real, you don't.
Nigga, they ain't
I know.
they ain't the
I'm
reality
pretty sure
though.
that single ladies use vibrators way more often than niggas in a relationship.
I bet they don't.
And you
I bet
forget
they
my
don't.
first point is if dildos came with a fucking whole hyper realistic fucking android body, that shit would be weird too.
So it's because it's
Y'all need to get a fucking pocket pussy and.
the pocket pussy is weirder than a droid. Imagine
I think all the shit is weird.
with nothing around it.
I think all the shit is weird.
That's weird.
I think all the shit is weird. But if y'all want a dildo, y'all
So
can
if you
have
walked
a
in
fucking
on
pocket
if
pussy.
you walked in on somebody, well I guess hypothetically, if you walked in on me with a sex android, what you gonna
I'm
do?
pouring water on her. And then you need a timeout. Because you weird, B. I don't even know you no more.
I don't even know I just got here.
That's
I
weird
thought
as
you
fuck.
bought this for me.
And then she say stuff like, I live to do the dishes. Like, some
That's sexist.
whack shit.
You trained her to say stuff. You trained her to say that.
No, he was pressing all the buttons.
Because he was
She
a
had
weirdo.
preset. What?
That wasn't
And you
preset.
saw his face.
He was
That's
a weirdo,
exactly
though.
why you can't be with no nigga that's with one of his face.
I don't
look weird
talk
as
at
fuck.
all during the game.
Like that face is haunting. Like the face he was making when he was like playing with the shit.
Females scared. They like,
We
yo.
scared? Oh, that's another thing.
They scared
Number
to
3,
do
they gonna
that.
make a fucking Kim Kardashian doll. Like,
So now
it's
you body shaming?
dangerous. What? No, it's dangerous because like niggas gotta fucking. Like you can say like, alright, I wanna fuck Kim Kardashian. I'm not really gonna fuck her, so I'm gonna just fuck this fucking doll that looks like her. Like why can't she have like just modest body parts? Like
Because it's 2018. Why would you go small when you can go big?
What?
Does that make sense? Am I doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, why would you do that? Like, it's supposed to be an android that you like. Why would you go with
I think y'all
Stephanie?
got
Like,
enough problems without needing a fucking.
men can never have too
Fake
many
dog.
problems.
Nobody doing that anyway.
Nigga, please.
Alright. Most people ain't.
If they make them joints affordable on the market, oh my gosh. There's gonna be sex robots everywhere.
Probably gonna be super heavy.
Like, but are we not thinking about?
It probably do be super
Are we
heavy.
not thinking about socially how weird that is?
That is
Everything's
Like,
weird. We don't
I
have
was
phones
telling
24/7. That's
telling
weird.
Tony that should be like a Black Mirror episode. But the funny thing about Black Mirror episodes is that at the end something always go wrong because that shit is weird and it don't work out too long.
So we can allow all this other weird stuff.
I hope
We allow-
all you niggas get
population
electrocuted.
growing too fast.
You damn right.
We need the
Slow
dolls
down.
to stop that.
I hope all the niggas that fuck fucking robot get electrocuted. See, that's what happened when you fuck inanimate objects.
We don't know what the pussy made out of though. But if the pussy like
And
a
you
pocket
ain't
pussy,
going up.
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
if
Either way, it's what's that? When people fuck dead people. Whoever got
necrophilia,
that, that's what I thought it was.
Now when she like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Bruh, she battery operated. Get the fuck out of here.
I
That's
like
weird
that.
as fuck.
I like that. I ain't ready for that. That's the only weird part about it. Like once they get her past this, once you get the sex bot, what do you call it? The iBot 5. Once you get the iBot 5, that you're gonna start talking like a regular girl. So you ain't gotta worry about that. Ooh. Ay, ay, ay. You ain't gotta worry about that shit on the
When
way.
y'all done, she be like, do you want a sandwich?
Like, yes! Yes, I do want a sandwich.
Pulls it
Okay,
up the
oh,
same
women-
spot.
Oh, women can't be like you, iRobot. And then that's the commercial. They both look at the camera. With a heart going around them and shit.
Girls, women will not.
All right,
They
women.
gonna blow up
I'm
the
about to say,
factory.
women, we gotta get together on this.
Are y'all
gotta
worried
take
y'all
them out.
population
It's
about to
war.
go out?
It's war. If our population go out, y'all population go out.
We fine with that. men kill a whole population over ejaculation. Just because they would love those sex robots so much that they would like destroy the whole world over their ignorance for sex.
Yeah, I bet.
They would. Not saying me.
I know.
But men are
I know,
stupid.
not you.
Yeah, I don't like robots.
Sound like you lying and shit.
I don't even like robots. Shut down.
That shit is weird, dude. I don't care how you flip it.
So if your homie had a sex robot, cause you know some nigga gonna be stunting. This 2018 we talking about. Niggas gonna be on the gram with the sex robot.
Yeah.
Idiot.
No shame.
No, cause you already said it's cool for us to have it. Like we already.
People too comfortable already.
Now is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? That we just people more comfortable now? They just exposing their whole life. That used to be a private thing. Like,
Sex dolls need to be kept.
yeah, everything.
I hope so.
But now we really. Everybody know about the sex robot.
I think they would stunt more.
And it's a
about the
conversation between what's right and what's wrong. Like,
I think they would stunt more because of the technology of it.
niggas gonna be making pornos. It's just
That's for the iPhone and iBot.
it's all connected.
You're gonna be
sync it
synced.
up. And Alexa, please play blah blah blah.
Number 6, they gonna put a fucking selfie camera on her toe and shit. Did you see somebody broke the fucking leg because
I saw
the head, they couldn't put their legs behind their head.
That's what that picture was. I don't know what that picture was
The
about.
sex
Okay.
robot with the broken leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her legs don't go with her head and with their money back.
So does the vagina like gush something?
Can you not do that with your hands, please?
I don't know.
Like how? Cause it's still. How does that work?
I mean,
Without it.
I don't know. They're not advanced yet.
So you still got to put lotion on your dick?
Nobody
They
knows.
lost the customer.
What the fuck?
That's crazy.
That's some weirdo shit. I don't care.
You gonna know the people that have the dolls. Ain't gonna be no secret.
That's what I'm saying. Because they're going to be on IG, Facebook.
Wait, why would you say that back to me when I said that's some weirdo shit? That don't change the fact that it's some weirdo shit.
But
You'll
once
know.
it become the norm, is it weird anymore?
Hell yeah, it's a lot of stuff that's normal that I think is weird.
But it's the norm now. It's not weird.
I don't care. I'm not.
You getting old.
I don't belong to this country. If something's weird, it's weird. I don't care who say it.
That's true. I can't disagree on that.
Yeah, that's.
So no sex, iRobot on the Christmas list next year.
No.
So scratch that one off.
Unless you see.
You wouldn't even have to guess. You
This
just
is
see
for
the big.
Tony!
And even-
This is for Tony!
Also, if you're single, I don't think it's as weird as if you're in a relationship.
Imagine the box it comes in.
It's
That
still
feels
weird.
sad. Sounds sadder.
It's not sad.
Hold on. I
it's-
missed
This
it.
nigga gonna say the
It's-
single person using a sex doll is sad.
It's
but
sad
It
regardless.
Niggas have to
is.
use
It
a sex.
is.
Niggas having to use a sex doll in the first place isn't sad.
No. It's the norm.
Y'all wild, dude.
I just don't. I seen it's some wild stuff with sex now, like everything. I'm not surprised they got a fucking robot that can have sex. That's not as shocking. And
So
I'm
you
not.
think that the dude that uses that is cool?
No,
Like he's a cool guy?
no.
I mean, I don't.
I mean, but once I meet him and he's probably a cool guy, we got for some
This not really
sandwiches.
cool. Hey, she could make some sandwiches. Ain't that cool?
Then he become a cool guy. Like he is a cool guy. He just so happen to have a sex robot.
He gonna smell all like silicone every time, everywhere he go.
The price you pay.
Like the flexi fucking.
That's gonna be a meme.
Hey,
Gonna smell like plastic.
Yeah.
That's nasty. Get him out of here. Get all y'all out of here.
You just hate.
We're good. Leave.
Oh Lord.
Die already.
That was so weird.
Oh, they was like, I don't know what they talking about.
Okay. Boom. So Justin Timberlake just signed his contract with the Illuminati, and he's flashing for the gram. You know, his new business venture. He came out with a music video that was basically like his, you know, what you call it? His
Inauguration?
Yeah, it's Illuminati.
I don't think he's an Illuminati.
I don't either, but it's weird. The thing is,
He was anti-Illuminati.
but
He's blowing it up.
most of the stuff with Illuminati visuals and stuff, it's dressed up as anti-Illuminati.
So we still believing in the Illuminati thing?
No.
Okay.
But that's just the way that I can sum up all those symbols. Like, those things exist outside of Illuminati, but most people just associate it with Illuminati.
I think
Which
I
is
can
the
see
only
that.
reason I'm using that.
I think like commercial shit is just so commercial and corny that they just do corny shit. Like just like, ooh, Illuminati's hot. Let's put the Illuminati.
But
in
it
here.
hasn't been in a really long time. That's
That
what
just
makes
show
it
you how
worse.
dated his fucking
How I
the
was
creator
telling you,
was of that
like,
video.
The thing that worries the most is that the song has nothing to do with that. So they really didn't have to make an Illuminati video.
Illuminati.
I feel like Leonard for a second. I feel like that's how he feels when he's trying to talk and it's just not forming right. But that shit
They could've
hasn't
just
been
gave
cool
us
in a
sexy
really
back.
long time.
They could just gave us sexy back. Him run through the woods with a bitch. Them falling in love type shit. You didn't have to go through the whole.
They camping. He got camping supplies.
Oh
I got
yeah,
supply.
that
You
make
got
more
some
sense.
weed. I got supply. Yeah.
That make more sense. There's no supplies in his.
No, because
You
what
know-
the thing was,
Go ahead. No.
supplies. He was like, in he took the Walking Dead. What I'm thinking is the director heard it and took the Walking Dead thing too far, like post-apocalyptic. Because in the hook he say, "We'll be living in the Walking Dead because I got supply, it's type shit." So I think he took that too far and like took it into like, oh yeah, let's make this post-apocalyptic thing, but Justin Timberlake and this girl's gonna save it because they got supplies. But it didn't come out as good as I think they wanted it to. And then there's a bunch of scenes that just didn't make sense.
That's the Illuminati shit.
No, I mean like him going fast in the car.
It was just the Way I Am video in 2018. It was just bad choices. I don't know.
It make you not want to listen to the song.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
I see a
that's a bad
video
thing.
by hearing the song first, and now it's all trash bag.
Just trash.
It's not the level of trash yet. It's just trash bag.
You know, you can call it when it's just trash. It ain't gotta be. It's trash.
I'm saying, well, I mean,
Trash.
if you heard the song before the video and you said it's trash, then I can respect that. But I didn't hear
True.
the song.
So it's just trash bag.
Yeah.
So it can be cleaned.
It could try again. It could be thrown out and we could try a new bag.
True.
If not, then it's just trash.
I don't see that.
But yeah, my biggest problem is that like he just didn't have to make that kind of video for that kind of song. Like there's so many things that could have been done. And because of so many things that could have been done, it makes me feel like it's really some Illuminati shit because they really didn't have to have it. On top of just like, he way too old to be using bad CGI. Like it's 2008.
It's a fucking music video. That's amazing for a music video.
I mean, it is, but I think it was more about the taste. Like, it's this part where the song completely switch up. Like, everything else is, like, real cool colors. Not cool, like, that's so cool, but, like, you know, like, colder, like, blues, purples, you know, ice whites kind of thing. And then it switched to this, like, super warm colors, yellows, reds, and they, like, cuddling in fire and shit, basically. I don't know how to explain it, but, and I was telling Davon, I was like, but I didn't get it, and then it just came to me, right? they was fucking time traveling, and that was their way of like visually representing it. Like, you know, they went from the time when they was, you know, fighting with the supplies and stuff, and into the new age where everything is covered in sand, and they won, and they got little multicultural kids. And then the message at the end, right, it could be taken either way, right? Like, it's some little mixed child, and they say, like, basically, like, just leave. Just die already. We good, kind of thing. But it could have been taken, first of all, the child was, like, probably mixed black and white, whatever. And, like, a white person could be saying that to black people, and young people could be saying that to old people. It's a lot of, you know, stuff that could have been said.
So I take it you don't like the video? Yeah. That was a total.
I know, but I had to, like, actually think about it. I don't. Why'd they do that?
I don't know,
It
but
seemed like pandering to me.
the Patriots going back to the Super Bowl again.
You just found out that's a new thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
That happened today, though. But they're going back again.
Did they cheat?
I mean, they are cheaters, but I don't think they cheated this game.
So the city choose the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl city is chosen before they know who's playing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. The Super Bowl city ain't got nothing to do with the teams that's in it.
Crazy.
They just pick whatever city they want. It's like a lottery
Crazy.
kind of thing. Probably not a lottery, probably just somebody. Whoever in Minnesota paid for it. The Minnesota Vikings could have been in the Super Bowl, but they lost today to the Eagles. That
They
kind of
lost
sucked.
bad.
Yeah, they did lose bad. So now the Super Bowl's gonna be in their stadium.
That's
Dang.
sad.
That
That
sucks. Cause now they gotta live in Minnesota.
That's sad.
I just go on vacation.
Yeah, I would too.
I wouldn't even be there in
Don't
2
be there.
weeks. Yeah, we
You
could have
know?
been here. We really lost.
You know how hard it would take, how hard it would be for them to like keep their face from showing, you know, how disappointed they were that they not.
And it's still Super Bowl weekend though. Who the thoughts are gonna be out in the freezing cold? It's gonna be freezing in Minnesota.
I know, I'll be there for my birthday, but I don't have a coat.
Oh yeah, you should have lucked in.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Freeze, look like cold on the pizza.
But I gotta celebrate my birthday.
Bro, it's 35 degrees in Minnesota right now.
Shit, I haven't felt that in a
Like
long
they
time.
days, Tuesday it's gonna be 25 degrees.
Damn, it's
Period.
damn.
That's as high as it going. 25 degrees.
I'm not prepared for that.
Oh shit, next Sunday it's gonna be 18 degrees.
Dang.
Good luck.
Damn.
Hope you got supply. It's a bad topic, man.
Ew. But okay. This one's hard to bring up.
Okay.
Randy.
The paydays.
Aziz is out here living his life, you know, getting sexual experiences under his belt, taking advantage of his success.
I wish I had a soundbite that just doesn't make sense. Supply, yeah.
That'd be funny. Okay. It's hard to explain.
People already know.
Did it? I don't want to be like the bad articles that.
No, people know. I just want to know what you think about the situation.
Okay. I was talking to my friend BJ, who we've been riding together to rehearsal the last 2 weeks, whatever. So she was saying, you know, I agree with her how, like, it makes it very gray. Like, the way that the girl responded and the stuff that she did in the situation makes it very gray. So I'm going to start by saying that I think it's way more outrageous experiences or situations with, like, sexual assault and rape that, like, should really be getting the attention more than this story.
Mm-hmm.
However, with the actual situation, one, I can't stress this part enough, but because a girl does oral sex, that doesn't give consent for vaginal sex.
But she was bent over.
It does grade the situation, but it's not consent. What?
She was bent over a chair in front of a mirror.
He bent her
over, and it was like, you know, like, I want to fuck you, like, in this position. You didn't read that part?
Yeah, I read that
part.
part.
Okay. I'm just saying.
It's still something that he was saying. She wasn't saying fuck me on this mirror.
She was bent over, though.
Because he bent her over.
Oh, okay. Somebody bent me over. You think I'm just going to let him, ooh, I should fuck you in front of this guy?
I mean, no,
that's not happening. Nigga, what the fuck? Like,
then
somebody bent you over, get back up.
The thing about sexual assault, people, like, on the outside always be like,
yeah, that's
you know,
true.
what they should have did. Like, I mean, I think what you said would be my response, but, like, who's to say in that situation?
She wasn't held there against her will.
Right, that's why it was never considered rape.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But, I don't know. The girl obviously felt like she was being clear enough. I do believe that he believed it was consensual, which is another thing that kind of like graze it. You know what I mean? I think men are, you know, no shade, but dumb enough to like think that something's happened when it might not be. And I think
she was sucking
his
his
celebrity
dick though.
status.
You can't say that. Like, you can't say, man, I know
What are you saying with that?
I'm saying you can't just say what you just said when she sucked his dick, because
she has to do it.
And it's like, bruh, you can't say like, I think men can be naive enough to not know when it's the right thing, but it's hard to see that when somebody's sucking your dick.
Because obviously y'all don't break up consensus for oral sex as consent for vaginal sex.
Because we think that's what leads to vaginal sex.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Because y'all don't understand that premise.
On both sides though, like, what human sucks a dick or eats a pussy without like, I know I ain't gonna... Females do that crazy shit. Like, females will let a nigga eat the box or something and then like, alright, we ain't fucking though, and then...
Because they have the right to do that.
Yeah, but it's... You have to realize the mixed signals that's going on. Like,
that's
and it's kind of selfish.
That's why I say
that's selfish.
That's why I say
what the fuck you want to do, but
that's why I say it's gray. Like, obviously it's not a rape, but at the end of the day, consent to oral sex doesn't mean consent to vaginal sex. Like,
no, you're absolutely right.
I get how it can be mixed.
But why do one?
Because she want to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why even do it? Why even do it? If you're not, why even do that?
She can't stay there if she's not sucking his dick and having sex.
I didn't say. Whoa! You see how she tried to? I said none of that. I said none of that.
Why would she do
Why
that?
even suck his dick?
Because she wanted to suck his dick.
Who does that? That's how girls work. Like, I just wanted to suck your dick. Oh, how could you think we were having sex? Why even suck my dick? Yeah, you can chill here, but don't lead me on by. Why suck my dick? I just don't understand that aspect in the female mind. In the female's mind.
I mean, I don't understand it per se either, but she has the right to suck his dick and not have sex with him.
But why even?
I don't know. We don't have her here to answer.
Tonya, you cannot handle the truth. Why you
Maybe she was on her period. Maybe she wasn't
Why she
ready
didn't
for
say that?
vaginal sex. Maybe she wasn't. She was feeling him a little bit, but not enough to fucking open the box.
She was feeling him enough to suck his dick.
Well, she actually said she felt pressured into doing so.
She shouldn't have said that. That sounds even worse. For her, I felt pressure in sucking the dick. Get out of there, girl. What are you talking about?
People always say that, but
it wasn't one of those cases though.
That's
like, it
why
wasn't one of those cases
going
where
back
you
to
can
what
make
I
that
started
argument.
off and said, like, it makes it great. I think there's way more like egregious versions of sexual assault that could be getting attention over that. But it doesn't make.
What happened, right?
Yeah.
You're right. Females have it rough. I always say that. But y'all gotta start, like, obviously what y'all doing ain't wouldn't. That's not what I want to say. In this situation, in situations like this, situations, you have to be way more direct. Especially in situations like this.
Especially to men.
Yeah. Anyway, you with the women in that situation, whatever. But you have to be very. You can't say like I gave a lot of nonverbal cues.
She said verbal and non.
Yeah. So I said a couple. And you can't suck a dick and be propped up over a chair or like let him put your finger in your mouth and finger yourself. You can't. That
He put his fingers in.
Oh, you can't let him put his fingers in your mouth to finger bang you. Cause it leads. I don't see how anybody could look at that and don't see how like anyone could be.
He didn't actually finger bang her though.
He did.
No, he didn't. He kept on like basically using wetting his fingers in her mouth and put him in a V formation and like run him down her body.
That's even weirder. You can't let people do that.
I know it's weird.
I told her like, see this type of shit that you, because everybody's private life is really private. So like people probably do some real freaky stuff, but it's when you read the freaky stuff that makes it like disgusting. Like when you're in the moment, like if she was turned on by that, it wouldn't be a problem. But since she wasn't, and she reading it like, ew, he put his fingers in her mouth. Who does that?
And she gave away all his moves. Like he probably do that to everybody and like think it's cool.
Y'all gotta be more direct. Somebody should have told him 5 bitches ago. Stop doing that. That's why. Don't do that, Aziz. Stop. Whatever you're doing right now is uncool.
Only the girl that really does.
You about to lose this. See, black woman would have been like, nigga, what you doing?
See, we making y'all better. We're not gonna keep y'all out in these streets doing whack stuff.
These black women want what they want.
I guess.
Especially in sex. Nigga, hold up. Who said I like that?
Yeah, because we know what we want.
Yeah.
Black women.
I heard some people try to say like she was young and naive. Like Aziz should have known better for trying to take advantage of a young girl. But she was 23.
How old is Aziz?
Like 102. Nah, he probably like 30 something. You gotta see his age.
Yeah.
He did the puppy dog sound. What's that sound mean?
Who?
Tony. He shouldn't have did that.
I mean, 23 is. It's fine. You know stuff.
Look in the bush.
You're not. I don't think you're naive.
I said he's 34.
So you're like 11 years older than her. That's normal.
She didn't get to pick her own one. Maybe she didn't feel, I don't know, strong
You
enough.
can't be that. You can't be that type of person when you come to somebody else's house and be like, oh, you don't have red?
She kept on giving. First of all, they was at the restaurant.
I thought they were at the restaurant. Then when he got back to his house, he only had that certain one. That's what I thought.
I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know. It's just really weird that like this is the situation in 2018. I do classify them as more of a like just an awkward sexual experience than a sexual assault. I think she kept on trying to give him chances. Like, all right, I thought I told him to chill out. That's another thing. Another thing though. Another
just
thing,
like the rest of them.
Another thing is
she's the movie line.
I don't think he would have stopped and like did the chill out session. I mean, like when he basically saying like, all right, I'll chill, and then try to fuck her again if he wasn't getting the signals. And that just occurred to me because why would he stop in the first place if he thought that the signals was
probably running on his balls, whispering sweet
What?
nothings, kissing.
No.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna second guess that, I'm just giving you more.
No, it really just occurred to me like if he really thought the signals was fucked up, he wouldn't have kept saying like, all right, never mind, I won't. Let's just watch TV.
Cause I don't think Aziz is gonna flat out rape a girl.
So
that would really ruin his whole life.
That was his way of easing into rape.
Oh my God.
No. I didn't say that either.
He didn't want to like fully rape her, but he wanted what he wanted.
No, because he called the Uber for it and said, oh shit, you feel uncomfortable. You don't want to do this. Let me get you home. That's how he thought the night went. I did something nice. I didn't force that girl to do anything she didn't want to do. I went to sleep happy that night. He woke up to the text message like, what the fuck happened? He probably felt like, oh shit, it's one of those trying to set me up for the runaround. You know how hard that had to be on him? Just like, oh shit, my career about to be over. And it wasn't even like a rape. You know what I mean? And I was like, something wrong. It really wasn't. We all in agreement that
the problem is that you flipped into like, oh man, I wonder what he had.
I just want us to look at the other side of the situation sometimes.
Like, he was accused of rape. How horrible. Not horrible that he...
No, really, like, seriously. Imagine if you didn't rape somebody and get accused of raping, you're a celebrity. That shit can ruin you.
He didn't get accused of
I'm just saying that any sexual
sexual assault.
Anything like that can, like, ruin your whole career. And what if it's actually, like, false? Because we don't really ever go back to be like, oh, yeah, that didn't happen. Like, you could lose... Kevin Spacey did it. What's that Netflix pull a Z show? That's what you should be asking. Why they didn't pull a Z show yet? They pulled a Kevin Spacey show.
Why would he apologize to something that was fake or not true?
Who?
Aziz.
Why would he apologize?
Purposely.
That's the fucking thing you gotta do as a fucking celebrity. Apologize for everything.
So...
Even if it ain't true.
Even, if a celebrity was like, I absolutely did not rape that girl. I don't... Why didn't he say that if it wasn't true?
I don't know. Fuck, I'm a Z's publicist.
I mean, no. I'm asking you to, like, do deductive reasoning. And, like, I think as a celebrity who knows how, like, faltered your career would be with, like, a rape case or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, why wouldn't you say, like, I absolutely did not rape that girl?
Because that don't work.
Like, I'm sorry that I didn't
that don't work.
get the signals, basically.
He did say that, though.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Instead of what he said.
Okay. I'm confused on the question now.
I'm saying, why wouldn't he say, I didn't rape the person, instead of saying what he said?
Oh, because like I said, that ain't gonna work.
Since when does that not work?
Tupac.
What? But did he get acquitted?
No. Nigga went to jail. Because perception is everything. He ain't say, and he didn't rape her. So he wouldn't have to say I didn't rape her because he didn't rape her.
I mean, well, that's a problem for the justice system because it wasn't like he wasn't dead. He just wasn't the actual one that raped her.
But you talking about Tupac?
Yeah.
Oh. But she said Tupac raped her.
But he could have, if he wasn't dead, he could have proved that he wasn't dead. The fact that he was dead, if you get a racist judge, of course they're going to be like, well, you going down for it.
Okay. You still didn't rape her.
I'm just saying, don't be in the room at all. Don't be in the rape room. Don't be in the sexual assault room.
Oh my gosh.
Stay far away from it.
Women, don't suck dick. And then, don't just be sucking dick, B. Don't suck the dick of a guy you know you ain't gonna have sex with. Never fuck someone you wouldn't want to be, though. So, don't suck dicks. Save that shit for later.
Don't be putting Frank Ocean's wise quotes into this bullshit.
It's not bullshit. This is a real rude awakening situation.
The bullshit is...
Women, stop sucking dicks.
No.
Why are you sucking dicks?
Just because you suck a dick don't mean you have to
But
have
why
sex.
are you?
Because maybe...
You have no absolute reason to suck a dick ever.
Maybe to them, second base is sucking a dick and third base is having sex, and they have a rule that they're not going to third base on the first date or second, whatever. I don't know.
I can dig all that. But why even suck a dick? You don't even have to do that.
You can't choose where somebody's cutoff is.
Neither can they. Obviously.
Yeah, I don't know, B. I'll give you that it's great. If I was like, you know how the civil rights movement chose Rosa Parks.
I didn't say it was great. Say that.
Shut up.
Like the way the civil rights movement chose Rosa Parks, but not the girl that actually happened to because she had a baby and she was really young and all that stuff. Whatever. That to me shouldn't be the face of the sexual assault movement right now. It should definitely be paid attention to because I think it talks about a premise of sexual assault, which is like, you know, oral sex doesn't mean vaginal sex.
Are we putting any blame on women at all?
I would think that if
Because
it was
like they
me,
get any
if
blame
it was
right
me, I would have hoped that I could leave sooner.
What do you mean?
I don't
You hope
understand
you
why
could leave earlier?
I don't understand why she stayed so long, but I'm not in the situation or that person, so I can't say, like, I don't know what she should have did. I just...
Yeah, you are the place to say what she should have did and could have did.
I know what I would do, but that don't mean that somebody else should do that.
In that situation, everybody should do that.
If
If the house on fire, run out. You
but
can't just be saying...
it's obviously a
I don't
reason,
get that.
like...
I think that's one thing that everybody should be on, like, conclusion, like, get out of there if you don't want to do something.
I think
you
it should
don't
be
wanna
the
do.
conclusion if you are in that situation, then you should get out, but... Like, you can't, if that person didn't react that way, you can't, like, it's just not how they reacted. Like,
I did.
I don't know,
They still gotta get some blame, though. No? Aziz
I don't
just
know.
gets the blame
blame
for,
is
like...
just a hard word.
Oh,
It's a harsh word.
blame is harsh.
And I'm not even blaming Aziz. I said, I think that he thought it was consensual.
True. But it didn't sound like you was defending Aziz, your whole...
I just have to be really clear about this oral sex and vaginal sex shit, and it don't matter what happened if she say no. At that point, it's no. It don't matter if she sucked a dick or like, it don't matter if she stayed way longer than she was supposed to. I don't know, she can still say no.
You're absolutely right.
But like I said, it's a little gray. I wouldn't put that as the face of sexual assault. It definitely brings up important issues, but...
I'm glad to see women, like, actually... what's the word I'm looking for? Like, on the Z side in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a lot of women, like, that doesn't even... Because if it's enough that went... Like, his career would have been over.
Yeah.
If enough women was like, oh, no! They would have been protesting Netflix.
It was very gray.
Yeah.
And she said that, like, before she just, you know, kept it to her girlfriend. She, you know, told them what happened. She addressed Aziz, you know, via text, whatever. And she was going to let it go. But then she saw him on the Golden Globes wearing the Time's Up pin. And that's what, like, took her over there. It's like, all right, I got to speak out.
The two has nothing to do with each other, though.
Mm-hmm.
The Time's Up movement has nothing to do with what she's talking about. With her situation.
I mean, sexual assault in Hollywood is...
No, Time's Up is like, yeah, what you saying, sexual assault in Hollywood. She wasn't getting no job. She wasn't getting no, like, she was just a random girl. Like, she wasn't fucking Aziz to get in a movie or anything. Like, that's the Time's Up movement, right?
I don't think it was... I think it's more of the sexual assault part and less of the Hollywood part.
On her end.
No, I mean the Time's Up movement, like it's not just for like it came about because of the stuff and you know Hollywood, but it's not just for Hollywood women.
I thought it was like
raped.
That's the whole reason why actresses was wearing black and shit. I thought it was just like women, well, not just in Hollywood, but just in work fields getting sexually assaulted.
I think it's more.
Because if it's like just, so it's just all sexual assault?
Yeah.
I thought it was like us. I don't know. We gotta look that up. I thought it was just the sanction, like women in the workforce, like getting sexually assaulted.
Why would we talk about just women in the workforce?
Because that's each movement. Every movement is about one particular thing, like breast cancer.
I mean, yeah.
Awareness.
Why wouldn't it just be sexual assault?
I don't know. I just thought. I don't know. I just thought it was that. I ain't saying it can't be.
It said Time's Up is a movement against sexual harassment founded in 2006. But it resurfaced again to respond to the Weinstein effect and #MeToo.
Okay, so that's what I think then. Wait, what did they call it? The Weinstein effect?
And that's just saying. I don't even know why they used
That's horrible.
That nigga had a whole thing named after him and shit. That's crazy. But yeah,
but yeah, basically Hollywood made it poppin' again. It was already a thing in 2006. But I what it made me think about, and I feel like it's something that women are not being like taught or told to do, like to feel comfortable enough to be like, no nigga, get the fuck off of me. Like it has to be something like some kind of like common like societal thought, or like I don't know, something that the people that stay when they're getting sexually assaulted or like, you know, raped or whatever. But I just wish, I guess for the future, that like more women are taught to like fight back, I guess, and not like, you know, yield or I don't know, accept that kind of behavior.
Get out of there when you notice the first cues, B. Like, you know how we have that gut feeling and then we go past it and like, nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I think women put themselves in, well, everybody puts themselves in a lot of positions like that, but I'm pretty sure women put themselves in a lot of positions like that too.
Yeah, it's just...
Because I think you can read people. Like, you know, you shouldn't be going back to the room with Brad. Like, like I said, I think you can read people. Like, you know, you shouldn't be going back to the room with Brad or putting yourself in parties or situations where, I don't know, you can be at a party, but just don't put yourself in weird situations.
I'm about to say women can't party.
That was too harsh. Women shouldn't even be partying.
Stay in the house when you're pregnant.
What?
That used to be a thing in the 1700s.
I can see that.
Oh, Lord.
No, in the 1700s, I could see that. Damn, I didn't even say anything harsh.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm a little fresh right now. How do we feel about Tracy Ellis Ross not getting paid as much as
Anthony Anderson?
Anthony Anderson.
I think he's fucked up. I think it shows, well, not getting paid less, but like substantially less than what he gets paid. I think that's fucked up. I think shows should go. I know it's like always celebrity and like value, but I think like on shows like that where it takes two people to make that show a hit show, like I think you should be compensated how much you mean to the show. So like, obviously Barney gets paid the most on How I Met Your Mother, or like Terry Mosby, like, or I think her and Anthony Anderson should be paid the same amount, like, because they both bring the same amount of. Without one, you can't really do the show.
Yeah.
Like, there's no show. And then, like, it was rumors that, like, she would just take a supporting smaller role in it, like, appear here and there. And I'm like, how the fuck would you have the show without the mother? Like, it's a family show.
And it started off...
They have done it before, though.
They're dynamic.
Yeah, their dynamic, which makes it funny to me. I don't know. Their chemistry. But it is fucked up. Very fucked up. But we know women getting underpaid in Hollywood, especially black women.
Yeah, which is, I don't know, it's a little weird.
He's also executive producer, though.
Like, I was, even, like, a long time ago, it came out that, what's her name? From How to Get Away with Murder. Viola Davis. Did I make that up?
Something like that.
Viola Davis get paid $750,000 per episode, but like the white girl on
Grey's Anatomy?
No, with his super smart, Big Bang Theory get paid $1 million an episode.
I mean, Big Bang Theory is a huge show, though.
You know how much more $1 million is than $750,000? That's How to Get Away. I get it. Like
you think that's like a?
You think
I
like
get
they got more years under their belt?
And it's a way bigger show. Like Big Bang Theory, that's a huge show.
But it couldn't start off huge.
Big Bang Theory, I think, started like.
I mean, I know what you're saying. Like, you know, it may have been successful the first year.
I'm pretty sure the girl wasn't making $1 million the first season of Big Bang Theory. I'm pretty sure they renegotiated those contracts a lot, and they were like, she means a lot to that show.
True.
And for how big of the show is, I'm pretty sure now the question is she getting paid more than the guys on that show?
The way America going right now.
Yeah, no, she probably ain't. I actually think it's something about that. Like, they actually took, the actors gave, like, a cut of their salary to, like, something of that nature. But you have to dig deeper on your own. I ain't got time for that shit. To look it up. But,
I'm gonna keep that to myself.
I gave him the news. But anyway. But yeah, she probably getting paid a lot less than they were getting paid. And Viola's on a smaller show. Like, How to Get Away with Murder ain't big as fucking Big Bang Theory. She making $750,000 an episode? That's a lot. We're gonna act like $750,000 for 16 episodes ain't a lot of money? Or we just saying like, because I don't think nobody should make that much money for a fucking episode. That's a lot. 2 episodes, you over $1 million.
It's like telling a black person, you graduated. What else did you do?
No.
You did it. That's all.
Who's ever said that?
Only shoot for $750,000.
No, she should want more. That's the beauty of life. You always want more. But you can't be fucking comparing yourself to somebody acting on a Big Bang Theory. Like,
True.
How much is Kerry Washington getting paid?
$250,000.
Nah. Kerry Washington probably getting $1 million or close to $1 million for an episode.
It was a list of.
But I'm pretty sure that's substantially lower than every white actress. Like, it's only $750,000 for 16 episodes.
Yeah.
You get $750,000 each episode, and it's 16 episodes.
Adds up.
You damn right it adds up. Like,
but so does the $250,000 that she's not getting.
It's $250,000.
I mean, but
they still eating at the same places.
For me,
for me, it's a lot regardless. Somebody was like, Davon, we're going to give you $750,000 to start on this show each episode. That's like the Jeffersons come up. That's too sweet. That's a lot. What you looking at?
The list that it's the Forbes list of the highest paid. I don't know.
So how do you feel about the Monique thing? That kind of ties in with this. You heard about the Monique thing?
No.
Monique, Netflix offered Monique $500,000 for a stand-up special, but she wanted us to protest Netflix because Amy Schumer got paid like $20 million, $17 million, something like that, for her stand-up special.
Oh, she want to be paid more.
Yeah. I'm laughing at his face.
I mean, I don't think either funny.
Me neither. But she was saying that Netflix said it wasn't based off, what they say, like popularity of the person. But it actually is.
I'm about to say it should be based off popularity. That's the only.
I think they just said that to Monique so she wouldn't feel bad. Like, we don't even go off popularity.
I think, I don't know, maybe she just has an understanding of, like, a misunderstanding of how we not on time no more.
Monique didn't do nothing wrong, but it just seemed like every time she come out, it's something like combative against something. Like, girl, just Chappelle shut up for 10 years and didn't do nothing and just like waited. I'm not saying like that's what you want to do. You choose your own road, but I get it. Like, but you gotta understand perception. Like, every time we see Monique, we don't even look at her as a comedian anymore. We look at her like, and $500,000. Come on, bro, for a stand up, you better take that. Or don't take the fuck. But we should be asking, you know how many stand-up acts come on Netflix every year? How much do you think those people getting paid? How much do you think the pregnant Asian lady got paid for a stand-up?
You saw that?
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
It was funny?
It was hilarious.
Probably less.
Way less than fucking $500,000. There's some white shit stand-ups pop up on Netflix every day that she's like, I don't know who the fuck that is. How much you think he got paid? The 2 twins? The black twins? Yeah. How much you think they got paid? Come on, bro.
I don't even know half of the actresses on this top joint.
Let me see. You looked at it already?
Yeah.
The girl from Modern Family get paid $41 million an episode?
No, I don't know. No, it's not per episode, but I guess that's the year. But like sometimes they explain how much per episode.
Oh yeah.
But basically it's in order how much they get.
But yeah, she on Modern Family. She gotta get paid the most.
But like 5 through 10, I don't even know who they are.
Especially since one's not showing the picture.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi, I turned it on. Crazy earlier.
And just a girl from
SVU.
Yeah. You know she get paid a while.
Yeah.
On the low though, you ain't even paying attention to her.
I am.
Kerry Washington got to be getting paid a lot. She getting $11 million.
Yeah.
Should be paid more though. For how big that show is. The girl from fucking, she getting paid less than Kerry Washington.
Who is that?
The girl from NCIS. She like the computer girl? Don't ask me why I know this.
What'd you say?
I said don't ask me why I know that.
You be watching it when I'm not there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, all these, that makes sense to me though. Like, Modern Family is a huge fucking show. Big Bang Theory is a huge fucking show. Now I know it's like,
Grey's
Hollywood.
Anatomy is a huge fucking show.
Nobody from Grey's Anatomy was on
Yes,
that
it
list.
was.
Who?
It was the main girl, Ellen Pompeo.
Where's she at?
She number 3.
Let me see. Grey's Anatomy is a huge show. It is.
I know. I just was bringing it back in.
It's still terrible. So is
Yeah,
Empire.
it's fascinating.
Let's not forget that.
She number 4.
Oh, see, it was no picture. I don't know her name. It's probably a list you can find where it shows you how much they make per episode.
It's the Forbes list. It's linked at the top.
This one?
It was on that page.
Oh.
Yeah. According to Forbes. But yeah, that's why I didn't finish because it had a weird update, whatever. We really talking like it's just me. Like, we haven't even.
I mean, they heard me talking about the fucking thing.
Yeah, I just thought that was funny. I don't know. I just think it's like really weird that we still dealing with that in 2018.
Hold on, we're dealing with
Not
what?
the
Equality, inequality
pay
in
between
pay.
men and women.
And whites and blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna focus on the men and women first. 'Cause, you know, certain stuff. You know, you don't want to muddle the field. We're gonna talk about this right now. Maybe next week I'll come back with the white and black.
Sure. I mean, who's supposed to be getting paid more than who? I just think it goes up how big you are. Like, cause I'm pretty sure some female actors getting paid more than male actors.
Yeah, than like some male actors. But if you and the nigga do the same job and the dude is getting more money, that's a problem.
So
Or
you think Brad Pitt deserves the same amount of money as Viola Davis? Or Will Smith?
Unless they on the same show, that's...
Denzel, you think he deserved more money than Viola in Fences?
Fuck no. Viola
That's what I'm saying.
2 lines and...
No, she did. She was a supporting actress. She was.
Yeah,
she was
I know, because...
pivotal in that movie.
I'm talking about lines. I'm not saying...
I'm saying they were both equal. Like, both of them needed to be... Without either one, there wouldn't be no movie.
But didn't Viola Davis, like... I mean, obviously she always been working, but, like, she wasn't, like, all the way on like Denzel has been for a really long time.
That's what I'm saying. It should go by your prestige.
Right, I know, but I'm saying you can
even if we are at the same level in the movie.
I'm not talking about the same level in the movie. I'm talking about on the same job. Like, obviously the movie would be the same job. I'm saying you can't even compare the two unless they're on the same job. I wasn't saying that Denzel should be getting more money than Viola. I'm saying we can only compare, like, their 2 salaries for that one job because they on the same movie.
So, it's not about how much they're getting paid. It's how much, basically, like, Denzel was making $21 million and Viola was making $5 million. That's the problem.
No, I don't. Denzel obviously brings more to...
I'm just saying in general, like, fuck, I just use Denzel as an
I'm
example.
saying that I'm not focusing on, like, general, like, inequality. Like, I'm sure some female that makes more money than some male in the world. But if 2 people are doing the same job and they bring the same to the table, male and female.
How you judge that though?
The same way you just judged that Denzel Washington should
So
be making more money
like
than
Terrence Howard and Taraji, not Taraji, got to make more than Terrence Howard. I'm trying to think who, like, how do you judge, like, when both come to the table and be like, you deserve the same as he do? Like, I don't know how you judge that.
I think it's a lot of stuff that you would judge on, and it will be easy to have. Like, you would just have to add it up.
But I mean, isn't Denzel bringing more people in to see the movie?
Yeah, that's why I said Denzel in that case.
Denzel
because
should
they're both.
be paid more.
Yeah, because they're on both.
Okay, but let's say Bad Boys. Martin and Will Smith ain't get paid the same amount.
I'm not saying they should. I'm not comparing the two.
But I'm saying they both bring the same amount to the table in that movie, to the job.
Right, so they should be making the same amount.
But they don't. There's a problem with that too.
Why wouldn't they? I mean, if they're not getting paid the same, then they must not be bringing the same thing to the table.
I mean, for the job though, like, you can't, like...
All I'm saying is you can't compare how much, I don't know, Martin from that movie is getting paid compared to fucking some girl in independent movie. I'm just saying the only time gender equality is a problem is when the two people are doing the same job. With acting, it's different because it's debatable on who brings more to the table.
Oh, so we're not just talking about acting. We're talking about
no.
McDonald's and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought we was just. That's why I kept using actors because I thought we was just talking about in.
I'm talking about gender pay equality in general. Like,
okay. Yeah. But even though females are getting paid more than men now, but
not for the same job. Like,
I get what you're saying,
it's higher female earners than it has been before. But like, if at McDonald's the two people both flip the fries and the man is getting paid more, then that's a problem.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I don't know. 2018 is weird. I just think this shouldn't still be a thing.
All the old people are still alive. The niggas that have made the rules are still breathing.
They die already.
But they just embedded that shit into the
name
young
of the
people.
episode.
But they embedded that into the young people.
But they didn't what?
They embedded that into their siblings too.
I mean,
That's a hard like cliff to jump over. Like they ain't gonna be like 2018.
What's a hard cliff to jump over?
To get all these fucking men that's in hierarchy or that was raised to like the inequality in pay. Like that's a hard thing to like. That's hard. Like it should have been done, you would think, but
you know, it's
we just getting a sex robot.
You know, it's easy. Like all of this occupation get this amount. All of this occupation get this amount. All, like, you know, whether they female or male. Just any female or male in your company that got the same job and the male gets paid more, just to make it equal.
I don't know. That's gonna be hard to tell somebody like we couldn't get paid because
it ain't gotta go down. They could come out.
Nigga, how much money you think we making?
I mean, they can do whatever they want. They can figure it out.
It is bad though, but see that's where it gets fucked up. Cause then you gotta take somebody's money to give somebody money. Like you just ain't got extra money. Just be like, let me just take this. You gonna have to split somebody's salary who's been living on the
all
double.
y'all men that say y'all on our side, get to getting. Getting.
It sounds good in theory. So you sure?
Yeah, I mean, if you got 5 years of experience, you don't be getting paid the same as the person who just started.
Duh.
Yeah, and y'all got the same job. You saying have equal pay for
if
this
you're doing
job?
the same job.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm not saying the first year should get paid as the fifth year.
But what if they have the same job?
To me, that's not the same job. If you at your job 5 years and you're not.
No, but they're literally doing the same job. Like you hire one accountant, you get another accountant. They should be paid the same.
Yeah, at some point.
His ain't supposed to go up.
Yeah, he's supposed to get promoted.
But okay.
I get what you're saying, but I think that like
it just gets gray because it's like
it doesn't.
It does because if somebody's 5 years in and somebody's
way deeper. What I'm saying is if two people have been there 5 years and they together, they do the same job, the man should not be getting paid more than the woman. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying all these separate things. Is what I'm saying is really easy. Like if somebody, because y'all keep saying all this dumb shit that's getting
that's not dumb.
It's not dumb, but you missing my point. Like I'm with you with like whatever you bring to the table, you should be paid more. But if two people, male and female, bring the same thing to the table, they've been at the same place the whole time. I mean, they've been there the same amount of time. They do the same job. They should be getting paid the same thing.
Huh.
We get that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
But we were just bringing other scenarios into it.
I feel like y'all was questioning what y'all thought I was saying. Like, because you kept on saying, but what if blah, I'm not talking about that what if. I'm saying they should just, if they do the same thing, they should be paid the same thing.
True.
How often
does that happen though? Like, we're bringing in Jacob and Julie at the same time.
I'm not going to keep going down these hypothetical roads.
Yo, the thing is a hypothetical situation.
I blanketed the whole thing. If somebody did it at the same amount of time, they do the same thing, they should be getting the same.
But what if they work a little harder?
Leave me alone!
what if Becky slacks off
and
and
they bring
Jason?
more to the table. I'm answering every question.
Well, what if she get mad? Like, but I've been here the same amount of time as him.
If she's not bringing the same thing to the table, it don't matter.
But what if she don't see that and just say go off the
Yeah, he's
years?
still a boss, whatever. But if a whole bunch of niggas, if a whole bunch of females is doing a whole bunch of work and the dude's not seeing it because it's like, oh, they female, then that's a problem. You keep on going down all these hypothetical roads, and I answered all of them. Why are you laughing?
So Tracy Ellis Ross should be paid the same as Anthony Anderson.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just asking you.
No, I know. I say yeah because I actually wouldn't want to watch that show if she wasn't on it.
Think Monique should be paid the same amount as Amy Schumer for Netflix
No,
special?
because Amy Schumer has done something in the last 2 years.
But Netflix told Monique it wasn't about that.
They lied. You know how
You're trying to save
black
face.
women to avoid conflict.
No, Mo, that's not. It's not even like that.
They lied. You lied.
They did lie. But Monique off her fucking meds if she think we stop watching Netflix for her ass.
I think.
I told her I ain't want to stop watching Netflix, but they have my mother hostage.
Nobody.
I want to stop watching Netflix. Well, shit. I love you, Mom.
I think the black people chose Lee Daniels.
House of Cards. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think the black people chose Lee Daniels over Monique.
Oh yeah, because she came out looking like the crazy one.
Yeah.
It's hard to be like that person that don't look crazy when you fighting against the man and shit. Like it's a thin line. Like how can you not cross it without looking a little? Unless you just do it now. I think it's like how much you put into it. Like Dave Chappelle obviously was fighting against the man, but it ain't like he in our face every time. Like on a YouTube video, like going on Lee Daniels or going on Viacom. You know what I mean? Like at some point you gotta realize like you're doing more damage to yourself than you actually doing. But I guess crazy people don't realize that.
A commentary on crazy.
It's true though, because if you had a little bit, if you would step out of yourself, you would see like, oh shit, this is how I look. Unless you just don't give a shit how you look.
I was about to say because
And that's cool too.
to me that's taking it back down the road of like if you angry in public then you immature or in this case crazy. I think that the way that the bigger powers get away with stuff is because when somebody is angry enough to speak out about it, that's how they
They
flip
deem
it
them
either
crazy.
way. Yeah, like
Yeah, that's true. But you ain't gotta look crazy. You know what I mean?
but that's
Somebody can call you crazy. Somebody can call you crazy, but if enough people see you like, oh, you're not crazy, then you ain't crazy. It doesn't make sense. I just think of Dave Chappelle in this situation. They said this nigga was on crack. They said this nigga was crazy. But he didn't give us enough to make us even think like Dave Chappelle is crazy and on crack. So we didn't even think about it, that him being crazy at all. It was just like, we just didn't see him for fucking 8 years. I'm not saying that Monique has to do that, but, you know.
A recluse could be crazy.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure he was going out his batshit mind after losing $50 million. But perception is everything.
I just hate that word in general. So
Crazy?
Yeah. Because to me it's very subjective.
Absolutely.
Like, I was telling Tony I've been watching like a lot of, I always watch a lot of crime stuff, but it was this, what the fuck was I watching? Oh, it was like the story, like remake of like the Unabomber story or whatever. I was telling Tony like a lot of stuff that like crazy people, you know, for lack of better words, like if you really take the time to listen, most of the time it makes sense. It's just not what society thinks you think should be important or like.
That's true.
And that's the only, obviously there's some people who are like actually like clinically crazy, but then even that's debatable because it's like it could be a fucking
There's always two sides to a coin.
yeah, what was I about to say? A disease or imbalance or, you know, something like that, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I was saying the debatableness is why I hate the word crazy.
I hate the world. Damn. The whole world.
It's very subjective.
A lot of teenagers say stuff like that. I hate the world.
Because that's what you be going
They don't
through.
even know the world. Shut up. Come on these bills and then you come back with it.
But you can't know that yet as a teenager.
I know, that's what they probably be so funny.
I'm done. That's all I got.
Fucking hate the world, man. But go ahead. That's it?
Yeah.
Alright.
this podcast is called Diary. We're good.
All of that.
Just die already.
I thought you was about to say like, this podcast was brought to you by the good folks.
Diary. Yeah. The supplies of the century. But yeah, thank y'all for listening. I know we be talking about like wild stuff, but I don't know. We just appreciate y'all tuning in every week. If you do, we might just be talking to nobody. But whatever. Follow the podcast at ACK the Hero on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Follow me on Instagram.
Back page.
That still exists. Probably does. Follow me on Instagram at LTNYA or at Twitter at LTNYA. You tired of me? You rude shit. And he was on a mic. You wild.
I don't even know what I just did.
You tilt your head back, you close your eyes, and you said.
Winding down from that episode.
My bad, I was just trying to get my handles out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry I bored you.
Oh, you can follow me on MySpace at Life is Tatum. You can follow me on Instagram. Why are you laughing? I'm trying to do my
I'm sorry, my bad.
roll call.
Sorry.
You can also follow me. On Instagram is Life is Tatum. Twitter is the same. And yeah.
Peace out.
Sex robots for everyone this Christmas. You get a sex bot. But yeah, that's it.
Alright.
That's it.
Peace out.